The receipts were supposed to be for groceries. Instead, I found hotel charges for nights when Lauren claimed she was working late. My name's Jack Murphy, and I've been fixing other people's broken foundations for 15 years. Turns out, I should have been checking my own. It's Friday night, rain hammering our little house in what used to be the rough part of Portland, Maine, before the hipsters moved in and started calling it authentic. I'm down in my basement workshop running a belt sander over a piece of oak trim when I hear Lauren's phone buzzing upstairs. Again. Third time in 10 minutes. "Jack," she calls down. "I'm packing for Derek's conference thing." Derek Sloan, her boss, drives a black Tesla, wears suits that cost more than my monthly mortgage, and has the kind of smile that makes you want to check your wallet. I've met him twice at company parties. Both times he looked at me like I was something stuck to his shoe. I turn off the sander and head upstairs. Lauren's in our bedroom, folding a silk dress into her overnight bag, the kind of dress she hasn't worn for me in 2 years. "Conference, huh?" I lean against the doorframe, arms crossed. She doesn't look up. "Team building retreat, very important for my promotion." "Right, and Derek's going too?" "He's the department head, Jack, of course he's going." Her phone buzzes again. This time she lunges for it, but I'm closer. The screen lights up with a text from Derek. "Can't wait for tonight." Room 412. Lauren's face goes white, then red. "Jack, I can explain." "Can you?" I hold up the phone. "Because this looks pretty clear to me." She snatches it back. "Fine. Yes, Derek and I are close, but you've been emotionally checked out for months. When's the last time we actually talked? Really talked?" "So this is my fault?" "I didn't say that." She zips up her bag with sharp, angry motions. "But I'm not apologizing for finding someone who actually wants to spend time with me." I watch her grab her keys, her purse, her dignity apparently left behind somewhere. At the door, she turns back. "I'll be home Sunday. We can talk then if you want." The door slams. Through the window, I watch her Camry disappear into the rain. That's when something inside me breaks. Not snaps. Breaks. Clean and quiet, like a support beam finally giving up after years of stress. I head back to her phone charger. She's always forgetting the damn thing. Sure enough, it's still plugged in by the kitchen counter. I know her passcode. Our anniversary. Ironic. The text thread with Derek goes back 3 months. Hotel reservations, restaurant bookings, intimate photos. I definitely didn't take. But it's the email I find that really gets my attention. From Lauren to Derek. "Jack's working late on the Morrison project all week. We'll have the house to ourselves Wednesday." The Morrison project finished 2 weeks ago. I screenshot everything, every text, every photo, every receipt. Then I restore her deleted photos from the cloud backup. Jesus, there are dozens. My phone rings. Cal Morrison, my best friend since high school, and the only guy I trust to help me bury a body. Not that I'm planning to bury any bodies. "Murph, you sound weird." "Cal, you remember that favor you owe me from the divorce thing with your ex?" "Yeah, what about it?" "Time to collect. How do you feel about raising a little hell?" Monday morning, 5:30 a.m. Cal and I are parked outside Lauren's office building in his contractor van. The security guard knows us. We did renovation work here last year. Perks of being the invisible blue-collar guys. "You sure about this?" Cal asks, adjusting his baseball cap. He's built like a linebacker and twice as mean when he needs to be. "She wanted honesty," I say, tucking the manila envelope under my jacket. "I'm giving her honesty." The guard waves us through. We take the service elevator to the 7th floor. Lauren's department is dark, empty. Perfect. I leave the envelope on her supervisor's desk. Inside, printed copies of every text, every photo, every receipt. Plus a note. "Thought you should know how your employees spend company time. Divorce papers being filed today. Jack Murphy." Cal grins. "Think she'll get the message?" "Oh, she'll get it." We're back in the van when Lauren's Camry pulls into the parking garage. She's early today, probably planning to sneak in some quality time with Derek before the workday starts. My phone's already ringing. Derek. "Jack, we need to talk." "No, we really don't." "Look, I know you're upset, but—" "Upset?" I laugh. Derek, I'm not upset. Upset is when someone cuts you off in traffic. This is something else entirely. What do you want? Nothing from you? You've already given me everything I need. I hang up. Cal's watching Lauren through binoculars. Security's at the elevator, he reports. She's arguing with them. Now she's crying. Now she's screaming. Good. My phone buzzes. Text from Lauren. Jack, please, we can work this out. I text back. How's Monday going? She calls immediately. I let it ring. Murph, Cal says, you're starting to scare me, and I've seen you angry before. I'm not angry, Cal, I'm focused. We watch Lauren get escorted from the building. She's carrying a cardboard box, the corporate walk of shame. Her friend Shelley runs after her, heels clicking on concrete. Time for phase 2. Derek works out at Peak Fitness downtown. Expensive place, all chrome and mirrors and guys who grunt too loud. I've been there exactly once, for Lauren's company holiday party last year. Hated every minute. Today I'm going back. I find Derek in the locker room, toweling off after his shower. He's smaller than I remember. Softer. Jack, he tries to smile. Good to see you. I step closer. He backs against his locker. How long? I ask. What? How long have you been screwing my wife? He glances around. We're alone. Jack, I think you're misunderstanding. I slam his locker shut. The sound echoes like a gunshot. 3 months, Derek. I've seen the receipts. Every hotel room, every dinner, every bottle of wine you bought to get her drunk enough to forget she's married. She said you two were separated. Did she? That's interesting because she was still cashing my paychecks and sleeping in my bed. Derek straightens up, tries to find his backbone. Look, these things happen. Adults can handle this maturely. You're right, adults can. I pick up his protein shake from the bench. Chocolate flavor. Expensive stuff. I unscrew the cap and pour it slowly into his open gym bag. It soaks into his suit, his Italian leather shoes, his silk ties. Oops, I say. How clumsy of me. Derek's face turns purple. You son of a bitch! Probably, but I'm not the one who's about to explain to his wife why he's been embezzling company funds to pay for hotel rooms. He freezes. What are you talking about? Company credit card, Derek. For client entertainment. Except your clients were my wife's tits. I head for the door, then turn back. Oh, and Derek, your Tesla's unlocked. Might want to check on that. Outside, Cal's waiting with a bag of concrete mix. We've already poured it through Derek's sunroof. The interior is going to be interesting when it rains. Jesus, Murph, Cal says as we drive away. Remind me never to piss you off. My phone's buzzing constantly now. Lauren, Derek, numbers I don't recognize. I turn it off. Where to next? Cal asks. Home. I need to prepare for tonight. What's tonight? The town festival. Lauren's going to try to salvage her reputation. And I smile. It doesn't feel like a nice smile. I'm going to help her with that. The Riverside Festival happens every October, rain or shine. Tonight, it's rain, which fits my mood perfectly. The whole town turns out. Families, couples, teenagers looking for trouble. Lauren's here somewhere, probably trying to spin her story before the gossip mill destroys what's left of her reputation. Too late for that. Cal and I are manning the charity auction booth. Officially, we're raising money for the volunteer fire department. Unofficially, we've hijacked the projection system. You sure this is going to work? Cal asks, fiddling with his laptop. Trust me. I spot Lauren near the beer tent, talking to Shelley and a group of women from her yoga class. She's wearing her wounded victim face, the one she practices in the bathroom mirror. From here, I can't hear what she's saying, but I can guess. Poor Lauren, trapped in a loveless marriage with an emotionally distant husband who doesn't understand her needs. Derek's here too, lurking near the food trucks with his wife Lisa. She's a tiny woman with sharp eyes and a lawyer's smile. They're not standing close together. Interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, I announce into the microphone, we have a special presentation tonight, a cautionary tale about honesty in relationships. The crowd turns toward the big screen. Lauren looks up, confused. The first image appears. A hotel receipt for $347. The Riverside Inn, premium suite, charged to Derek's company card. Murmurs ripple through the crowd. Lauren's face goes white. The second image, a text message. Can't wait to feel you inside me again. Sent from Lauren's phone to Derek's, time-stamped last Wednesday at 2:17 p.m. The murmurs become gasps. Someone laughs nervously. "Jack!" Lauren screams, pushing through the crowd. "Stop this!" But I'm just getting started. The third image is a photo Lauren took in our bathroom mirror, wearing lingerie I've never seen before. The timestamp shows it was taken the morning she left for Derek's conference. The crowd's getting ugly now. These are small-town people with small-town values. Adultery's still a sin here, especially when it's this public, this detailed. Derek tries to run. I block his path. "Leaving so soon?" I ask. "Lisa's looking for you." Indeed, she is. Lisa Sloan is cutting through the crowd like a shark through chum, her lawyer's smile replaced by something much more dangerous. "Derek!" she calls. "We need to talk, now!" Derek looks like he's going to throw up. Lauren reaches the booth, soaking wet from the rain, mascara running down her cheeks. "Please, Jack, please stop." "Stop what? Telling the truth? I thought you wanted honesty." "Not like this." "Then how? Behind closed doors where you can spin it? Make me the villain?" She grabs for the microphone. I pull it away. "Ladies and gentlemen," I continue, "my wife Lauren Murphy has been having an affair with her boss Derek Sloan for 3 months. They've been using company funds to pay for hotel rooms and romantic dinners. They've been meeting in my house while I was at work. They've been laughing about what a fool I am." The crowd's completely silent now except for the rain. "But the joke's on them," I say, "because I've been documenting everything. Every lie, every receipt, every stolen moment. And tomorrow, it's all going to the police, the IRS, and Derek's wife's divorce attorney." Lauren collapses onto a folding chair, sobbing. Shelley tries to comfort her, but it's too late. The damage is done. Derek's disappeared, probably hiding in his car, calling his lawyer. I hand the microphone back to the festival organizer and walk away, Cal beside me. "Damn, Murph," he says, "that was brutal." That was justice. But I'm not done yet. Not even close. It's past midnight when Lauren shows up at my construction site, the Morrison House renovation, the one that gave me my alibi for her Wednesday afternoon betrayals. She's still in her festival clothes, still soaking wet, still desperate. I'm waiting for her. Cal, too, standing in the shadows with a flashlight and a tire iron. Not that we're expecting violence, but Lauren's got nothing left to lose now. "Jack!" she calls out. "I know you're here!" I step into the circle of light from the work lamps. "What do you want, Lauren?" "To talk, to explain." "Explain what? How you've been lying to me for 3 months? How you've been stealing from your company? How you and Derek planned to frame me for domestic abuse so you could get a better divorce settlement?" She freezes. "How did you—" "Your cloud backup, genius. Every email, every text, every voice memo, including the one where you and Derek discuss how to make me look violent and unstable." Cal steps out of the shadows. "That's some cold shit, Lauren." She ignores him, focuses on me. "Jack, please. I made mistakes, but we can fix this." "Fix this?" I laugh. "Lauren, you're done. Your job's gone, your reputation's destroyed, and tomorrow the police are going to arrest you for embezzlement." "You don't understand. I love you. I've always loved you." "No, you love what I represent. Stability, security, someone to fall back on when your schemes blow up." She starts crying again. Real tears this time, not the performance tears from the festival. "What do you want from me?" she whispers. I pull out a manila envelope. "Sign these." "What are they?" "Divorce papers. No contest. You get nothing except your personal belongings and whatever money's left in your checking account after you pay back what you stole." "And if I don't sign?" "Then I release the video." "What video?" Cal grins and holds up his phone. "The one we've been recording for the last 5 minutes. You admitting to the embezzlement, the affair, the plan to frame Jack. Should be worth about 10 years in federal prison." Lauren's face crumples. She knows she's beaten. "You've become a monster," she whispers. "No," I say. "I've become someone who doesn't let people walk all over him anymore." She signs the papers with a pen that barely works in the rain. "There," she says. "Are you happy now?" "Getting there." My phone buzzes. Text message from an unknown number. This is Greg, Derek's assistant. We need to talk. I have information you'll want. I show the message to Cal. He raises an eyebrow. Looks like Derek's got more problems than just you, he says. Lauren's walking back to her car, shoulders slumped in defeat. She stops at the driver's door and turns back. I hope you're satisfied, she calls out. Not yet, I reply, but I will be. The next morning, Greg meets me at a diner downtown. He's a nervous little man with thinning hair and the demeanor of someone who's spent his career kissing ass and taking notes. Derek's been stealing from the company for 2 years, he says, sliding a flash drive across the table. Not just the hotel receipts, real money, hundreds of thousands. Why are you telling me this? Because he threw me under the bus yesterday, told the board I was the one authorizing the fraudulent expenses. I'm facing criminal charges while he's already hired a lawyer and started pointing fingers. I pocket the flash drive. What do you want in return? Nothing. Just make sure Derek gets what's coming to him. That afternoon, I deliver copies of Greg's evidence to the FBI, the state attorney general, and Derek's wife's divorce attorney. By evening, Derek's in handcuffs on the 6 o'clock news. Lauren calls me one last time. You destroyed everything, she says. No, I reply. You destroyed everything. I just made sure everyone knew about it. I'll never forgive you for this. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm asking you to stay out of my life. She hangs up. Cal and I are at Murphy's pub, celebrating with whiskey and the satisfaction of a job well done, when my phone rings. It's Lisa Sloan. Mr. Murphy, this is Derek's wife, ex-wife, I should say. What can I do for you, Mrs. Sloan? I wanted to thank you. The evidence you provided is going to put Derek away for a very long time, and it's going to make my divorce settlement very generous. Happy to help. There's something else. Derek's been bragging to his cellmate about how he's going to get revenge on you when he gets out. I thought you should know. I look at Cal, who's been listening to my side of the conversation. Thanks for the warning, I tell Lisa. But Derek's going to be in prison for the next 10 to 15 years. By the time he gets out, I'll be ready for him. Just be careful. After she hangs up, Cal raises his glass. To Jack Murphy, the most dangerous man in Portland, Maine. I'll drink to that. But as I sit there, savoring my whiskey and my victory, I realize something has changed in me. The old Jack Murphy, the one who fixed other people's problems and ignored his own, is gone. In his place is someone harder, colder, more calculating. Someone who doesn't forgive. Someone who doesn't forget. Someone who always gets even. And you know what? I like him better